hype moments and aura will not hide the fact that Itachi killed his own parents for the government. Think about that for a second. He snitched on his own pops to the CIA. Hey, Danzo, I know you're like Ninja Satan and all, but I would like to tell you that my dad is up to something, and I would also like to take this opportunity to betray all of my people. Thank you. What pisses me off even more is the bread and circus aura farm that has blinded the masses. Oh my god, look at Itachi. He's so cool. How much can you see with those Sharingan of yours, Sasuke? I'm not gonna fall for propaganda and act like his actions make sense just because he's kinda cool. This guy has the biggest case of pretty privilege I've ever seen. Please open your eyes. And Kisame is a fish with painted nails. Yeah, that one never really made sense to me, to be honest. A shark with its nails painted? Matter of fact, all of the Akatsuki members have perfect nails. Is that a requirement? Like a group bonding exercise? Do they all get mani-pedis together? Even the shark man? Look, I don't want to be racist or anything, but he's a shark. Like Jaws. Why are his nails painted? Hello everyone, it is I, Dr. DULIO. And I gotta say, bro, Itachi should have stayed 10 toes. I cannot believe that people stand with this CIA super soldier over here. Are you picking the government over your family? If Donald Trump knocks on your door right now and says, "Yo, there's a loaded 4-5, your mother and father are in the other room. Toodaloo, my nigga." That's it? You're emptying the clip? I'm also convinced that this guy is a complete psycho. When you look back at his actions with the knowledge that we have now, that he's a good guy, wise, Jedi, pacifist, you really start to lose me. When he showed up in Naruto Part 1, he was not moving like Gandhi or Qui-Gon Jinn. He was moving like King Von. So we know that he's a super spy. He's on our side. So when Kisame asks Itachi, "Hey bro, should we kill Asuma and Kurenai?" Itachi says, yes. He would have just stood there, the Leaf's greatest protector, giving out kill orders with maximum nonchalantness. DULIO, he didn't want to blow his cover. No, he's just psycho. He could have easily said something like, "These trash are not worth our time." That's not out of character at all. He could play that off. This is also when Kurenai tries to put Itachi in a genjutsu. And wait. Please. Hear me out. Despite facing insurmountable odds, Kurenai found the courage within herself to take a stand. Nah, I'm just kidding. You stupid bitch. Why on earth would you try to put Itachi in a genjutsu? Are you crazy? And if Kakashi wasn't here to save the day, what the hell was this for? He put Kakashi in Tsukuyomi and tortured him for 72 hours straight. He stabbed him a million times and then said, 1 second has passed. Why did he do this? Because he's a pacifist? Just because you had a dream where you tortured Kakashi does not make you MLK, bro. He's running a train. Yo, my man, I got next. This is so over the top and brutal. He literally put Kakashi in a coma after this. And nobody in the world besides Tsunade could save him. He was done for. But no, DULIO, you don't understand Itachi, bro. He did this for the village, bro. He's totally not sick and twisted, bro. Look, if it wasn't for my guy, he would have Swiss cheesed Asuma and Kurenai too. Again, I'm not so sure he's a pacifist. He's so eager to pass his fist, and he almost packed this bitch. He could have planned it, but he wanted to pass her sentence. Also worth noting here, Might Guy kicked the shit out of Kisame. We'll circle back to this later, it'll be important. Now Itachi says the block is too hot and they gotta get out of there because their real target is Naruto. But they're scared to pull up for some reason because Jiraiya is there. I mean, bro, the way they're talking about Jiraiya here is crazy. Shivering in their timbers. I don't want to be the one to say this, but unless Kisame and Itachi are hiding some double D's under their robes, they have no reason to be scared of Jiraiya. I'm just being honest, man. Both of them are handling him. Argue with your uncle. But in order to separate Naruto and Freak Bob over here, they put some innocent lady in a genjutsu for the sake of peace. Look how Jiraiya gets when he sees a woman. Calm down, you're gonna get some. What kind of reaction is this? I don't think this is an acceptable reaction to anything ever, except maybe the new Lego Batman that's coming out. Yes, I will be playing that, even though I am grown as f. So while Jiraiya is distracted with the vulnerable woman, Itachi basically genjutsu roofie, Itachi and Kisame pull up on Naruto, a child by the way, to kidnap him. And when Kisame says that he's going to cut Naruto's legs off, Itachi is standing there with his hands in his pockets, protecting his peace. See, it's actually in the best interest of the Leaf Village for their Jinchuriki to have no legs, because if he has no legs, it will be much easier for him to wipe his butt when he poops. It won't get in the way. Now, fortunately for Naruto, Sasuke pulled up. But unfortunately for Sasuke pulled up, man. He should have stayed home, bro. He's about to have a bad day. Sasuke wants his get back and runs at Itachi with a Chidori while causing, in my humble opinion, reckless and unnecessary property damage. Look at this. There was no need for this. Itachi grabs Sasuke's wrist with ease, and when Naruto starts to charge up that spicy Nine Tails chakra, gets them boys a little worried, Sasuke tries to attack while Itachi isn't looking. Itachi then, no look, breaks Sasuke's wrist. He's not even looking. Magic Johnson behind the back wrist break. He's moving crazy. Fortunately for Sasuke, Jiraiya arrives, so he doesn't have to fight alone. Unfortunately for Sasuke, he really wants to fight alone. Broken wrist and all, he runs at Itachi only to get slapped and sent flying. How can you sit here and say Itachi's doing all this for the sake of Sasuke and that he loves him? Sasuke is currently popular at school, but what do you think will happen if a story like this gets out? Him getting his wrist no look broken and getting slapped. You don't think middle schoolers will make fun of him at the lunch table? There is no line they won't cross. Middle schoolers are mean, bro. Then he starts beating him bloody in front of his biggest middle school op / rival. Man, the last thing I'd ever want is for my middle school op to feel bad for me and worry if I'm okay. I just throw up in my mouth at the thought of that. Then he lifts him off the ground, chokes him up into the wall, and calls him weak. Whispers in his ear, smiling. He's trying not to laugh, bro. Look at him. Itachi, bro, why you trying not to laugh, bro? That's disrespectful as shit, bro. Then he puts him in Tsukuyomi VR. Bro, look at this. And he makes him rewatch his parents get murked for 24 hours straight. And the mathematicians are saying that in that instant, Sasuke watched his parents get killed 518,000 times. Insane. Then he leaves him there in a coma. He could only be healed by the greatest doctor in the world, Tsunade. So basically, if Tsunade didn't want to come back and be Hokage, which she almost didn't, Sasuke would have been Texas toast, Kakashi too. Then your whole plan eats. That's a bad plan. I'd go as far as saying, Itachi, I don't think you have a plan. You're a psychopath. You choked Sasuke, put his parents' death on replay, and put him in a coma. Cause you wanted to do that shit. He put up to the Leaf Village, wreaked havoc, and terrorized good citizens 100% for the love of the game. Why are you here? You gotta capture the tail beasts in order, bro. Save the best for last. He's actually here to send a message to Danzo that he's still around, so back off of Sasuke. And he sends that message by putting Sasuke and Kakashi in comas and nearly putting Kurenai and Asuma in body bags. Nah, fairs, bro. You got it. That's reasonable. DULIO, he only did this to put up appearances because he's a spy. Let's talk about that, actually. This guy is probably the worst spy of all time because all he did while undercover is be, honestly, a really good and effective member of the Akatsuki. He was on some employee of the month type shit.
You have been promoted.
He clocked into his shifts, did great work for the enemy. That's all he did. Meet the international super spy, 007. Zero information relayed to the Leaf. Zero tragedies prevented. 7 times he almost killed Leaf ninjas. Can you imagine a cop who goes undercover in the cartel, realizes that he's really good at selling drugs and killing people, and just falls in love with the lifestyle? That's pretty much Itachi, bro. Now from here on, we don't see Itachi or Kisame till after the time skip, where they sabotage the Leaf once again and distract them from saving Gaara. Again, I'm not convinced he's infiltrating the Akatsuki for the sake of the Leaf. I think he just wanted some friends, bro. But here, we see Kisame and Guy meet again for the second time. We meet again, might Guy. I've never seen this nigga in my life. Now bro looks super fanned out. This is a damn shame. This is like someone you met in real life a few times, unfollows you on Instagram, but you didn't know they unfollowed you. So this whole time you look like a fan. You might have been a faithful story watcher and post liker, but you were on follow back all along. A modern tragedy. Thankfully, with the new Insta update that shares locations, you can go to their house in the middle of the night and kindly ask for a follow back. This is so heartbreaking for him though. Can you imagine trying to get back at someone who has forgotten you completely? Especially when, all things considered, you're a pretty memorable guy. Not trying to be, racist or anything, but I would stare at this guy if I saw him in real life. And Guy doesn't remember kicking the shit out of him. Remember this, because it is important and will be referenced again. Now, Akatsuki members were dropping left and right before we see this dynamic duo in action again. But now, it's time. The moment we've all been waiting for. The battle of the brothers. The last 2 living Uchihas. Besides Obito, but he's kinda weird, bro. Itachi versus Sasuke. Fight! Now, the beginning of this fight goes exactly how you would think an Uchiha battle to the death would go. I got you. Think again. I got you. Think again. You're mine now. Think again. Only for us to find out from Zetsu's POV, these niggas were standing still, imaginary fighting the whole time. We don't know what's real and fake on some Inception shit. But enough standing still. The real battle must begin. And so the brothers decide to spit fire at each other. Hold on, spit fire? Are they having a rap battle? F you, Itachi. I'm gonna cook you like hibachi. Hold on, I'm not done. Orochimaru knows I can't be beat. Been on the run, but you can't flee me. Shouting gun, but you can't see me. How did you know what I was gonna say? I have my mangakyo. I saw all your weak ass bars before you even said them. Also, DJ, change this whack ass beat. I'm not rapping on this. Thank you, DJ. Much appreciated. Did you know I killed your parents? Go ahead and burn up, Lola. Why would Itachi use Amaterasu on Sasuke? Can you imagine if the flames that burn forever actually hit him and he burned and died? How stupid would this guy feel? Am I the only one that thinks this plan sucks? Now Sasuke manages to escape, but both him and Itachi are out of chakra. So now they are both going to do their biggest attacks because that's how it works. Sasuke uses the moisture in the air or something, I don't know and I don't care. Look at this on my screen, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And he starts thunderclapping his brother. Knocked Itachi's socks off. But all things considered, he's in good shape. You would expect to see his skeleton, or at least have his hair be spiky, maybe his voice go, electrify! But nope, because he used his Susanoo. That doesn't cost any chakra all of a sudden. Now Sasuke's chakra balance is at 0, and when he tries to overdraft, Orochimaru offers him a loan. This guy is supposed to be dead, by the way, but Orochimaru emerges and reveals his plan to take over, in his words, this child's body. Then Itachi hits him with the, "F you nigga, you're dead" sword, and he still comes back. The blade has a sealing jutsu that supposedly seals you for all eternity. Or in this case, like 200 episodes, and that's counting fillers. Itachi's exhausted himself, and now his ninja AIDS symptoms start flaring up. So this great brother Itachi touches Sasuke's face with his ninja tuberculosis blood, risking his brother getting a viral infection. Yeah, very peaceful. And in his death, Amaterasu burned all of these trees. Yeah, deforestation. Real pacifist move there, buddy. No, I'm sick of this guy. His plan, top to bottom, was ass. Look at this picture. It has done irreparable damage to Itachi's reputation, as it should. See, Itachi didn't just kill the warriors who planned the coup. He knocked off their wives and kids too. He couldn't negotiate for the other Uchiha children the way he did for Sasuke. Did he really have to kill all the old people and shopkeepers that couldn't even box? Bro, they were infant babies. Come on, bro. Itachi is the devil. And the Uchiha were damn right to plan that coup. They were getting hoed. So they founded the village, but now they're segregated, lost all their influence, surrounded, and put under constant surveillance for something that they didn't even do. If Itachi wasn't a bot, he would have sided with his people, his family. If he loved Sasuke so much, wouldn't he want him to grow up with parents? He sided with Danzo. He was spying on his own people for Danzo. If you find yourself ever agreeing with this creep, you gotta ask yourself some questions, man. When Fugaku tells Itachi about the coup, he goes, "Gulp. Your plan is to use violence? You can't use violence, so I'm going to violently kill all of you and your children." Take a look at this flashback. Look at this. Look at this adorable family. Itachi gave them all haircuts. Look at this lady and her daughter. Itachi ripped their spines out. Look at this old couple that asked Sasuke how he's doing in school. Itachi chopped them up into little pieces and keeps them in a refrigerator. You will never be able to sell me this Itachi is a pacifist story. He's a psycho and he's Danzo's favorite good boy. Fugaku sat there and called him a kind child because he probably didn't think Itachi would slice up all the little kids in the village. Absolute scenes when kind Itachi puts Sasuke in Tsukuyomi and makes him watch his parents get slimed on loop. Then he goes to Danzo and says, "You better not touch my brother or I'm leaking all the intel." Oh, here comes Mr. Family Man. You better think twice before touching his people. Only he can do that. So you love the village enough to slime all your little cousins, but now you're down to leak classified intel. Is this guy dumb? Nah, he's just brother of the year, man. Even though he put 8-year-old Sasuke in one of the strongest genjutsus in the show. Brother of the year, man. See, Itachi wanted Sasuke to kill him and be regarded as a hero in the village. That's why he told Sasuke to slime all his day ones. If Sasuke had listened and murked Naruto, he definitely would have been a hero in the village, right? Look, guys, he even gave Sasuke a hug and said he would always love him, which is why he planned to use Shisui's genjutsu on Sasuke to make him serve the village without him even knowing. He planned on taking Sasuke's free will. Do you remember when Itachi put a crow in Naruto's mouth? That was so he could use Koro Amatsukami, a genjutsu that works without the user ever knowing they're being controlled. He was gonna use it on Sasuke and brainwash him into being a village puppet like himself. And on the topic of Shisui, I don't think he would have been okay with this outcome at all. You think Shisui offed himself and gave Itachi his eyeball so that Itachi could murk all of his little cousins and only leave his own brother? You couldn't negotiate for any of Shisui's people? Isn't he your good mans? Itachi, you suck. They say things about this guy like, at age 4, he had the mind of a Hokage. Yeah, I mean, he probably just had the mind of the 3rd Hokage. This guy's a bot. And look at the 3rd Hokage, man. I hate this guy. Look at this old ass. Ooh! Fast forward a bit, and we see Kisame pulling up on B, who had snuck snuck away from the village to pursue his awful rap career. And he just attacks this random raccoon that was in the way. Why did he KO my goat Panta like this? And Kisame is so greedy. He goes after B's rap coach too. So B had to throw the f you pencil no jutsu. This is the best jutsu in this series, hands down, because it stops B from writing more bars. Then B runs at him and hits him with a mean headbutt. These guys went headband to headband. And I gotta say, personally, I never understood headbutts. I mean, yeah, I'm hitting your head, but I'm also hitting my head. I just don't headbutt people because it hurts. Also, they're holding this position with their foreheads touching for a little longer than makes sense. Like, why are you talking? Can you imagine their POVs? And if this wasn't intimate enough, B calls Kisame's eyes cute. Then, B activates his tailed beast mode. This makes Kisame's sword go into heat. Once you go black, you never go back. Samehada is feeding for some of that BBC, that big black chakra. Kisame then casts the water balloon jutsu and merges with his sword to become a pterodactyl with pants. Although B is quickly trying to escape the water, thanks to this handy graphic that explains what's going on, we understand that the water follows Kisame, so in order to save his good mans, B abandons them and draws Kisame away. He fills the water with ink in a last-ditch effort, but Kisame beats the shit out of him underwater, and right as he's about to chop B's legs off, Kisame's own sword refuses to hit B. Why? Because it hasn't tried that BBC yet. Literally steals Kisame's chakra to give it to B. What did I say? Once you go black! Kisame has to find another sword now. This guy just got put in the Sneeko chair. Right as Kisame was about to get B with his own sword, the Raikage showed up. And before he could do anything, his neck gets smushed between two manly biceps. They really took bro's head off with a wrestling move. This is low-key what I thought an RKO would do if I did it right. Now apparently, when B filled the water with ink, Kisame swapped himself out with Zetsu, who came out of nowhere by the way, and used the same jutsu as Kisame, and even got his pants. Then, Kisame hid inside the sword to infiltrate the Ninja Alliance. Now this plan was working beautifully, until Naruto got his power up. Come out from there, my nigga. Kisame is in a room with two Jinchurikis and a wood-style user. He's looking like some fish fillet right now. He has got to get out of there. That's when Naruto speed blitzes him and then sprains his ankle. He just got a super power up, but can't even keep his ankle straight. Yo, twin! That's actually real AF. I also have superpowers and needed to get ankle surgery. Kisame manages to make it outside, where he runs into Guy and some randoms. But he has a plan. Step 1, he sucks up all of B's big black chakra. Step 2, deal with the randoms. The randoms are, well, randoms, so they suck, leaving only Guy to deal with Kisame as he tries to escape. Then out of nowhere, these guys have the most Dragon Ball Z Shippuden fight I've ever seen in my life. Guy goes Super Saiyan, but also he kinda goes Kaioken, and does the Trunks attack, and you'll never believe what Kisame does. This gonna throw out a Shark Mehameha. Are you serious? Look at his hands. You not Goku. You a Kokopoo. Dunk on his ass, Guy? Guy really cooked this guy with one attack, and then stood over him like Iverson. He said, don't move a muscle. So they tie Kisame up and start reading his mind, and we see how they was living in the village hidden in the mist. I mean, the village hidden in the slime. In the sand village, they can't aim, but in the mist village, your biggest enemy is other mist village. This is the shiestiest village in the show by far. His homie told him to chop up his nakamas. What do you think he does right after that? He chops up his big homie next. And that's when Obito reveals that he's been the one controlling the slime village all along. And right as we were about to see his face in the flashback, Kisame breaks free, summons some sharks, and transforms into his final form, a salmon burger. Look at this pool on the floor. He just turned into a Vladimir W. Now, he really lived as a shiesty man his whole life, but was real as hell in his last moments. I ain't gonna lie, when I saw his backstory and how he betrayed everyone all the time, I thought he was gonna walk out the interrogation room with a spicy deluxe meal, large fries, cookies and cream shake, extra Chick-fil-A sauce, but he held it down on some real nigga shit. This selfless act gained him Might Guy's respect, and he says he will never forget the name Kisame for as long as he lives. Now, I hate to ruin this top 10 respect moments, but this is really a bad look for Kisame. Guy beats the piss out of him multiple times and never remembered him. So Kisame had to literally boom himself and become shark food, traumatizing Guy for life just to get his attention. Kisame, you are a psycho. Anything to get noticed by Guy senpai, I guess. Game is game. He's still the real one for holding it down. I mean, he's holding it down for Obito, who's a deranged psycho hell-bent on starting the Fourth World War. But you know, chosen family and stuff. And thanks to Kisame's contributions, Obito was able to start that war. And in that war, Itachi gets resurrected and thinks he's some deep philosopher. The guy becomes a walking young boy quote. Thank you, 2024, for teaching me that the only person I have in this world is myself. Sometimes things gotta go wrong so you can get right. You just gotta trust the process. Admin perms turn a day one into a snake. This Discord Ain't no game. Did you come back to life and think you're a Jedi now? You want a Luke Skywalker? Bro, you murked kids. If anything, you're Anakin. Using Shisui's eye, Itachi's able to program himself to protect the leaf. I just want to mention again that his original plan was for this to be used on Sasuke to turn him into a drone. Do not forget that. But by reprogramming himself, Itachi goes after Kabuto, the one who resurrected everybody, in order to undo the jutsu that brought everyone back to life. Now on his way there, he runs into Sasuke, who chases him because he obviously has some questions. So together, the two of them face off against the freaky snake man. No, not that one. There we go. Now this whole fight, Itachi just gives way too many callouts. This guy is backseat gaming Sasuke so hard. You're acting like Sasuke is a bum. Sasuke, be careful. Clear comms, bro. Aren't you supposed to give mysterious? Stop talking. And man, they are really trying to force feed us this Itachi is a good big brother gimmick. Sasuke, remember how we attacked that boar? And then they show us this fake ass flashback of them hunting a boar together. Oh, look how nice Itachi is. You could definitely beat that boar now. Haha, Sasuke. Get a load of that. Top 10 respect moments. Clap it up. Oh, shut up, Nick. Then Itachi uses the Izanami. Yo, what the hell is this? The Izanami is really just the, this isn't you, stop it, no jutsu. And thanks to the handy graphic on screen, we can understand that Brody really is in an infinite loop. His iPod is stuck on replay, if you will. Now with Kabuto stuck in the loop, Itachi makes him undo the Edo Tensei like a good boy. And now, all the dead can rest. And look at this moment right here. Wow, so wholesome. Now, I hate to ruin this beautiful moment, but Itachi, where do you think you're going? Nigga, you going to hell! Go ahead, bust a Yui, my boy. They are not letting you in there. You think you can cancel out what you did with a few inspirational quotes when you get reanimated? Reality is often what you make it. Shut the hell up, man. Nobody wants to hear that. Take your ass to hell! Welcome to the Dr. DULIO fit inspection, where as the name implies, I inspect some fits. But let's start off with Kisame. And Akatsuki, this guy's fit stinks, bro. He's got the regular Jonin fit. He didn't have the decency to even customize it a little bit. Regular headband, paintbrush cut, long ass socks. Bro, I'm not messing with this, bro. Itachi changed his life giving him that Akatsuki robe, getting him some real drip, bro. Before Itachi was in the equation, this guy was cooked. Gave him some hair gel and a new fit. Kisame's outfit is basic, and the shoulder pads are an interesting decision. I'll rate it 1 salmon burger. Just one though, not the whole box. He does not get the Members Mark Wild Caught Alaskan Salmon Burgers full box. We does not get the full box, bro. That's 3 pounds and 12 burgers, bro. Hell no. Now let's take a look at Itachi. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Itachi's just dripped out, bro. I hate this guy, man. Look at pisses me off, man. But I'm still giving him a 0. Because I don't want to give him a high rating. And it's my fit inspection. So yeah, he gets a 0. Dude, the crows, man. Nah. He still gets a 0 though. People act like him putting his little girlfriend in a genjutsu is a good thing. But even worse than all the murders? This guy gaslights and manipulates women, bro.